Hi everyone. We're doing part 2 of the medium linear equations and graphs. As usual, I suggest that you, when you watch the video, try to solve it before I solve it. Just pause it. So basically on number 10, they say the slope of the equation shown is 6. So what is C? Basically, now this is one you don't want to overthink. Yes, it has the variables, so let's just write this in y equals mx plus b form. So we get cy equals negative 2/3 x plus 2, and divide everything by c. So c equals negative 2/3 x over c plus 2 over c. So we know that the slope of the equation is 6. So we know that negative 2/3 over c has to equal 6. So I'm going to cross multiply and I get negative 2/3 equals 6c. Just put that in 1 and cross multiply. And then basically you can divide both sides by 6 and you get c equals negative 2/3 times 1/6 equals negative 1/9. So the value of c is negative 1/9. Now this one did have a multiple choice part. I just didn't write it down because you're going to have to work it out anyway. So the next one. Alright. Luis is competing in a 500-meter freestyle swim event. Not even. Which consists of a swimming pool. Consists of swimming the length of the pool 20 times. If the average is 26.4 seconds per length of the pool, which of the following equations could be used to determine the number of meters Luis has left in the event after swimming for S seconds? So let's look at the variables. We have S and M. And so we want to set it up correctly. We know that M are the meters. So we want to combine the various quantities so that when you simplify the result, it will be in meters. And they give you the multiple choice, and so they kind of already helped you set it up here. Now, Luis can swim 20 lengths in the 500-meter event, which means each length of the pool is 500 divided by 20, which equals 25 meters. Okay, because each length is 25 meters, and he can swim one length in 26.4 seconds. His average speed is going to be 25 over 26.4 meters per second. Now, multiply this quantity by S. The elapsed race time in seconds will eliminate the seconds from the units. So basically, we just get the quantity 25 over 26.4 S, because the meter thing will cancel. And then can be subtracted from the 500, which is already in meters, to yield the numbers. So basically, we're going to subtract it from our starting point. So our answer is A. Okay. Next one. If the graph of this equation, and these are all linear, of course, is shifted down 4 units, they want to know what the x-intercept is. So you shift it down, that means you're subtracting 4 from the y-intercept. So our new equation is y equals 5x minus 1. So what's the x-intercept? That means y is 0. So when y is 0, what is x? So set y equals 0 and solve for x. You add 1 to both sides, you get 1 equals 5x. So x equals 1/5. And that's 1/5. And again, this one had a multiple choice, but I just didn't put that there because this one was kind of easy. So that's your answer. All right, the next one is another word problem. There's a lot of word problems on this new SAT. So basically, what do we have to do? How many years after the copier is purchased will the company sell it? So let's read it. I always read the question first. That's just me. All right. A new copier purchased for $8,500 is expected to depreciate according to this equation. So let me write it again because it's kind of broken up there. Y equals negative 1250x plus. So our starting flat rate or starting fee is $8,500. All right. The copier, the company that bought the copier plans to sell it when the value is 1,000. So basically, t is going to be our x. So this is our time. So we're just solving for x, and the total value is your output here, which is your y. So just set this to y here. And then we're going to solve for x. So I'm going to subtract 8,500 from both sides. So you get negative 7,500 equals negative 1,250x. Divide both sides by negative 1,250, and you're going to get x equals 6. So the company will sell the copier 6 years after its purchase. All right. Here's another one that all you're doing is, it's considered medium, but all you're doing is solving for x, solving for h in this case. And so maybe just figuring out what the first step is and whatnot. So basically what I'm going to go ahead and do is just, I know this is, take care of this parentheses here. That's 14. And 14 minus 5 is 9. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the 9 there. Now go ahead and distribute. You get 3h plus 6 minus 4 over 6 equals 9h over 2. All right, it kind of simplified the right side. Let's clean this side up. 3h plus 2. I added those two. Equals 9h over 2. And now I'm just going to cross multiply. And this is over 6, forgive me. So when you cross multiply, you get 2 times 3h plus 2 equals 54h. And simplify that further. 6h plus 4 equals 54h. I'm going to subtract the 6h. And so 54 minus 6 is 48h. So h is 12. And that's your answer. And this, I think that's it. No, one more. Okay, this one's like two-step problem here. So basically, what I'm going to do on this is clear the fractions here. And I'm going to multiply it by my common denominator, which is 12. So each term, I'm going to go ahead and write this out because you can't see it very well. Leave some space. And I'm going to multiply each piece by 12 because that's my common denominator. See if I can get it to look like that. See what happens. Okay, So 3 goes into 12 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 goes into 12 3 times, and so there we have it. We have our 8j minus 3k. And let's just get this side. 2 goes into 12 6 times. So 6 times 5 is 30. So what they're asking you is, what does this equal? Well, it equals 30. Okay. The next set we're going to do is same linear, but they're harder, the hard problems. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.